Hello, you capricious coliseums. This is the Roguerifler, and we are gearing up for an offensive against the cyborg dudes who worship satellites in space? Maybe? I don't know. Eh, that's the plan. So, what are we doing? Well, we've got to click on some buttons. So, it looks like been clearing out this because this is. Oh, that's right. We're going to try to grab this cosmite sector because it's all about that juicy cosmite. And this is a food sector. Well, it could be a food sector. Could also be other things. Might also go for more research. You know what? Let's do it. What's this? Actually, so this is a pretty decent. If we could set this up, this would be a pretty decent production setup. We have energy. Yeah, let's do the science, right? There's some new. Aren't there some like new science or some new research special buildings? I don't even know if I've unlocked any of that stuff yet. I'm gonna record scratch and go back to see what all this stuff does. So there's like a base. Is that still like super boring? Okay, that gives free rank ups. I thought there was some. Oh, that's right. Ooh. Oh, baby. Gonna have to like go back and research this. I guess we don't need it now. I want it now, but I don't need it now. They change here. Gain strategic defense. See, I actually hate this. The little aside is that strategic ops feel pretty useless when in a large game with a bunch of AI players because they constantly spam strategic ops at each other. So they all have their alert level maxed out at level 5, giving them plus 10 strategic operation defense. And unless I'm missing something, they really haven't added a way for you to circumnavigate that without like just what is it, spamming infiltrate operations center. So I don't know. Being able to just have plus 12 strategic defense sounds pretty silly. I'd like to have the inverse. Like, can I get it so that way, maybe these relay stations gave you a bonus attack. This gives you even more strategic. You could have plus 18 strategic defense. Ugh. So silly. Alright, well, anyway, that's an aside. An aside and a half. Aside and a half. We're definitely getting anthropologic research. Probably we'll go back to research development too, because having minus 30% cosmite cost for units sounds a little absurd. So what else are we doing? Well, we've got this army here to square up with the Paragons. And I think we're just gonna get everyone ready to march over here, right? I could mod this guy up, and this army, we should be more than a match for this stuff, I think. What are these guys modded to do? Murder us horribly. That's what they're going to do, but it'll be fine. It'll be great. This guy needs stagger resist. Actually, what? This guy. Isn't there a nice template? Yeah, we can give you that for 15 cosmite and kick some butt. Some serious butt next turn. And what was this guy doing? Well, we've got our upgraded dude. What is it? Crystal Bro? He's back. And he's more Chad than ever. Are we're expanding sometimes. I could just clear this stuff out. So we're gonna take on all this nonsense while we can. And I might as well just keep pumping out siphoners. This guy is ready to rumble, and this is our colony. So We have this crystal dude, which I've been equipping with, I guess, the defense? Yeah, so we're gonna probably hold off on this because I just wanna upgrade these guys. The other thing I could do is I could actually send in reinforcements and oh, that's what we should do. I should come over here with this army to fight this when we declare war next turn. And these guys can be a new stack. And let's just build more siphoners. Siphoners are going to be great. You. So we could actually probably get those energy sectors upgraded. We're going to annex this next turn, so there's no point in grabbing it. I have energy, so it means I can bring out some more emergence, or we could hyper buff our melee units. Let's get more emergent. So we found someone else over here. And 15 more influence. Influence bucks. They're like space bucks, but they get you things that you can't buy with space bucks? I don't know. It's like the underground currency, I guess. And the syndicate is just calling me filth. Well, so let's see. We can fight all this. I'm not too concerned about that. There's some angry units over there. I'm going to want to grab this bronze site. I don't believe these guys will like leave and try to attack, and this stack should be able to fight that. Especially if we rush that. So, what's the play? Honestly, probably more frenzied. Got a proposal. I will gladly take your Cosmite. I'll take it. And we are going to come over here and kill a bunch of things. Should be able to auto this, hopefully. Apparently not. We lost our super cool golem guy. Which is unacceptable, unless I lose him myself. Alright, welcome to Battle Cam, the inconsistent segment that sometimes airs possibly. So, what are we up against? Well, we've got the Mega Beetle Babies, which are melee units that can spit like poisonous stuff at you, and these ones are upgraded to when they die, they explode and then they resurrect the next turn, because who doesn't want exploding bugs to come back to life and explode again, which is great. We've got these Hopper Hounds. I think these guys, we've already seen these. Yep, they poison on attack. They can leap at you. Strictly melee though. Then we've got the evolved Mega Beetle Adult. It's like the regular beetle, except he spits harder. Has, you know, basically an artillery attack that poisons, does all sorts of nasty things. And he starts off with 8 armor, because that's fun and interesting. So what's the play? Well, probably gonna drain the absolute living shit out of that big guy. Also, our crystal guy can turn on his armor buff, and I will share pain on him. Our golem guy can probably sit back a little bit. I think we're gonna have a split front here because this thing has a giant poison mortar. Bah. Words. They're happening tonight. And we will have a little bit of a defensive formation. Get that nice little swarm shield buff. I think I'm gonna keep this guy in reserve. The golem's pretty, you know, he moves around like a herky-jerky, you know, like a herky-jerky little, you know, like a dysfunctional robot, basically. But he's actually pretty good, because he can move, and since he doesn't have a repeating attack, he gets the benefit, you know, it doesn't really matter that he moved. Wow. Words. Alright, well, there was almost going to be a political reference, but we're not going to go there. So this is a big ol' stagger. Well, potentially a triple stun. Let's see if we get any of that. Wow, we got double stun. That was excellent. Now, can we start shooting? We can. Do I want to go for... Well, we're already poisoned, so... If I run forward, 1, 2, 3, I can't vomit on them, which is unfortunate. I could go all the way around, and maybe, like, come over here? Oh. Well, I thought I was going around, but I wasn't. We were already there. So we're going to stay on this flank. And this guy has our psychic attacks. So I actually want to bring him over here in case the beetle shows up, because this guy's attacks will bypass armor. So now the question is, can I get any sort of shot? They use their AoE attack, so I can move forward. This might be the formation. We're going to go for the energy drain, and we failed horribly. Excellent. Oh, there's a giant horrible thing. Okay. So, this guy can unload on the beetle. Who, when he explodes, he can do a bunch of damage. I don't think there's really any way for me to avoid that, so we're just going to unload on him. It's not coming back to life, fortunately. So, what else do I want to do? I can drain this guy. I could also just fight him. This guy, what's his melee attack? Oh, yikes. Okay, so he has an AoE melee attack, which means we should probably back off. And I might as well just run my hero away, because, you know, eating a giant melee attack is probably not worth it. So, it's going to do a good chunk of damage. I lost my link because I got staggered. I don't want Rocky Boy to die. This guy Prime, he is. Right, it doesn't say Overwatch in the tooltip, which should indicate that he's not going to get attacked back. So this is a free kill, unless we mess up, in which case we attack it from the air. Okay, so my big concern is that Crystal Bro might be in danger. Now, does he have any essence? He doesn't, but I believe I have this right of revitalization. Target essence in a unit, triggering a revitalizing reaction, healing them. Target friendly unit heals for 15 HP if the unit has an essence charge. It is instead healed for 30, dispelled of all hostile effects, and loses 1 essence charge. So, as long as we get an energy drain, which we have, looks like 3 chances at a 25% chance, which isn't perfect, but it's better than a 50%. It's at least it's more than a 50% chance of happening. We'll be able to like full heal this guy. So I'm gonna take that. Okay, it looks like we got. the heal. Then do right revitalization. Boom. He's now back to being, you know, buff crystal bro. And this should be a kill. Excellent. I think that's all we needed. Oh, that's scary. Okay, well, this guy's not dead, which is great. This guy does take a ton of damage. I should probably look into fixing that. So I can stagger him with our super attack. Boom. Alright. Get another little jumpy guy so that way we can upgrade him. It's basically we're playing Pokemon at this point. It's really nothing else. So we got that. Our crystal guy might want to heal. This doesn't look that bad because we can we have a ton of things to stagger those units. Do I want to just fight that? I think I want to wait for a crystal guy to heal up. And I got more... What is that? I got more skill points. So, what's the plan? Well, this guy's weapon isn't amazing. I think we're working on... What is it? Yeah, the dissemination rituals. That will help us out tremendously. It'll actually make our siphoners really good. So I'm at level 6. I can give everyone plus 5 HP. Plus 10% more damage. Why not? And 10 HP. Because I think this guy's died once and had to retreat once. All in the opening episode, mind you. So, you know, get a little bit more padding. You know, he needs a little bit more padding. That's what we'll call it. So, we should be able to march on the capital. I'm going to use 2 stacks because there's a tier 4 in here, tier 3, some upgraded stuff. That's a little scary, right? Because they're techno-profit. The Paragon's big stick is that they have support units that can basically turn their other units into just stun machines. So you're looking at all this, and you're like, oh, those are tier 1 units, don't have to worry about them. They're like shitty, you know, Vanguard core troopers. No, it's a trap! The techno-profit will turn them all into... I think they have chaining lightning attacks that stun you. You know, which is not ideal. So we're going to declare war. Yes, benevolence has its limits. So I think we just want to manual this, because that techno-profit also has a lightning storm. That's pretty nuts as well. So, and we could demo the Shattered Arc, the upgraded Shattered Arc. So, what's the play? Well, I think we don't want this thing to die super quick. And this thing can also... It can also phase out units that are too close. So I think this is the closest I want to be to it, actually. So put that guy in Corrupt Communion. That guy's gonna charge up his batteries. I could run this guy forward. He'll likely be shut down by this guy. The other thing is the AI should try to engage me because I am, you know, holding them at range. So I think I'm targeting them with abilities. They usually don't like that. So okay, so if he moved one space forward, he actually wouldn't be able to hit this. So it's not a big problem if this guy like runs over here. I'm just like, how far forward do I want to run is the question. We can, you know, let's be adventurous, right? Like we can share pain. Oh wait, no, I can't, because this guy wants all the pain. Okay, so I think that means we're gonna rush forward with our bug guy. By bug guy, I mean the frenzied, and you know we're gonna chill. This guy, we're gonna come over here. And our golem can stay at range. It'll be fine. On this front, they do have these turrets that are kind of open, but they don't look too bad. So it says there. Oh, this guy must ignore Overwatch, which is why he can run forward and not have to worry about anything. Wow, it's almost like the UI makes sense. So I think the play is to get behind into that cover. I don't know if that was actually good positioning, but we'll find out next turn. And this thing has resurgence, so we're gonna run it forward, and then, you know, probably trigger all the overwatches with it next turn. Do I want to stack? I really don't want to stack, but we're gonna eat a ton of chain lightning. Like Palpatine is gonna just he's gonna have his groove next turn. So there's really not a whole lot I can do about it. Can I get a shot on anything? I could run over here and shoot the turret and maybe drain it. Seems like a little much. Alright, well, we're about to take all the AoE damage in the world. Let's see what happens. We got overcharged. They tried to abduct me, it didn't work. There's some... oh god. We did not die. I'm amazed. So, our Shattered Arc can do all sorts of fun things. We're going to use our Trophic Penance, because that gives us some nice debuffs over there, and we can retarget Shattered Communion. I want to probably drain... do I just want to keep... what's this guy at? He has 1 level of energy drain, 3 entropic decay. I think it's fine. Actually, maybe we'll start putting it on the Techno Prophet, because I want to kill him before his ability shows up. So we're gonna go for a drain on this guy. We got it. Oh, we didn't get the drain. We got the entropic decay. God, I love that. It's the best sound effect. I'm gonna keep saying that all campaign, but it's true. Okay, so that guy got some more essence, and we should be able to come in and get into melee. I want to bring in this golem guy. That was unfortunate. This guy got teleported way the heck out in the middle of nowhere. And our hero guy is also equally messed up. Now this should just be able to run in. We're going to run past the Overwatch because I don't care. And what else can we do? I can shoot a turret. Could also shoot this tank. I'm going to put Absorb Pain on this guy and we're going to run him in. Hopefully that doesn't get my hero killed. It might, but, you know, hopefully it doesn't. And I could go after some of these units. Let's see. They use this AoE. Techno Prophet doesn't have his AoE for how many more turns? For 2 turns. So I can bring the golem forward, get a stagger, and we can't get a kill. But I can also get into melee with the turret. So the question, I don't think we can get a kill, but I can stagger their flying unit. And by stagger, I mean miss horribly. Maybe we could go for a last hit here. 30% hit chance, but we have clarity, we have fire. Okay, we got the kill. Is there anything that needs a ton of healing? Probably our main guy, but I can only heal him a little bit. The other thing I can do is actually, I can put out these rot proliferations, but I don't think it'd be worth it, because can this guy cleanse? Doesn't actually give him a cleanse. So unless I'm proven horribly wrong, it might actually be a good idea. Oh, wait. Are they mindless? Why can't you? You're mindless. Literally a mindless drone. Unfortunate. So I think we're just going to do the breach protection protocol on this guy so he doesn't die horribly. Let's see what happens. Okay, so they desynced one of my guys, and their turrets are staggering all my stuff. This guy almost died, but that's the key word, is almost. This guy only has 2... only has 2 essence. This guy can give him another 2, so I could actually do our super attack on this guy. I'm wondering if I'm out of range. I probably am, right? Because... well, actually, I could inch forward. Right? And we could put the big... okay. So we're going to run over here and basically give this guy... we can use Devotion, right? We can target him. Excellent. So I'm going to use Atrophic Penance. And I can get an attack. And then I should be able to come over here and give him, power him up so we can unmake the Techno Prophet. So this guy should be absolutely debuffed. So let's do that. So now he's got, you know, full weaknesses. Our golem should be able to murder him. absolutely murder him. And I kind of want to... I think I can finish off this tank here. I kind of want to take cover behind the husk of the tank when it dies, which is why I'm doing things a little out of order. Can I get a shot on the tank? Oh, apparently we could shoot it all along. This guy is gone, but that guy can murder this. I can murder him. So the golems, I want to take care of the Techno Prophet. I could also use their AoE, this guy's AoE attack to blow up this. So let's just see how much we can do to the Techno Prophet from here. Oh yeah. This guy has 6 shields and 2 armor, but we're doing almost close to full damage because he has -5 resistance to entropic damage. So we should be able to finish him. Okay, so we got him. And our sniper hopefully can take out a turret. Gonna keep moving up. This guy can't actually do anything, so he's just gonna run over here and hang out. And I could try and run in and get a stun on their Paragon trooper. Let's try this. 72% stun chance, and we did it. Okay. Well, no one died. This is excellent news. And this thing can go back to just, I guess, shooting things. Could also just consume all the corpses, because why not? We're just gonna shoot. Alright, there we go. These guys all have their essence attacks. This should be a kill. That's a kill. I like how the corpses just disappear, like, immediately. I think it's hilarious. And this guy, well, when in doubt, projectile vomit. And let's see, can we get over here? Yes, we can! Oh, he's one shot. Do I have... I can lob a grenade at him. There we go. We did it. I hope. Alright. Oh, we did lose a guy. I didn't even notice. That's a ton of energy, or a universal cloaking field generator. +2 shields, and all units in the army gain universal camouflage. That sounds pretty cool. Or we could get a ton of energy. Excellent. So, should be able to annex this. And then auto this, hopefully. And that will give us even more stuff. That's a pretty basic stack. I think I should just be able to auto this too. Okay, so that was pretty juicy. We got a ton of energy. We're getting a super energy capital. we can... What do I want to set up here? So we have the Amazons. They're Lancers. Well, they have the thermal damage type. I should actually look at what we have to benefit Amazons. So they don't really have great repeating attacks. We could do Psi Infected Claws, 10 strength chance on the single target units. I really want to put, like, does this work? Well, so their mounted units are pretty interesting. And we can also buff them still, even though we don't have access to thermal damage. We have access to melee. We have access to melee, things that can buff melee. Wow, that was words happened again. So I might want to go after their mounted units because they have mobility. They have a little bit of a range attack. I think they're just in general tankier. So let's go for that. We're gonna go for the military skirmisher barracks. There's nothing else we can really build quickly. So we'll generate some energy. These guys are gonna chill. We've got double siphoner. We probably need some sort of tanky unit. I'm gonna send these guys to our main capital. Get kitted out. What else could I secure over here? We have the reinforcement. We have the military engineering guild. Alright, sorry about that, folks. I'm back. Where were we? I'm debating what I want to actually build at Rostopol. So, this place has been kitted out to have +2 armor, 1 from the reinforcement factory and 1 from the military engineering guild at level 4. I do not believe it has access to anything else because there are no super cool structures here. So, I'm debating whether or not we want to go into building like mechanical units. I think just that it's just a huge issue in general. I could also just go for these quintessence arcs, and the debate is these things with the Acolyte incarnation are just like essence producing machines, right? Because they get 1 essence a turn, and then I can spend an action to basically weaken itself to get 2 essence. So, 1 turn it can gain 3 essence on the starting turn, and the next turn it gains another essence because of its battery, so that way it's at 4 essence to do like a Sacrament of Decay. Buffs 2 of my units to do 40% more damage, which is pretty cool. So I'm wondering if that's the plan, or do I want to like focus on making a more defensive-oriented character? Let's see how these these kind of like self-buffing guys. They can drain themselves because I'm probably not going to be using their attacks a whole lot. So yeah, I think that's the play. Eventually these things can like target your entire army, which is even more nuts. But we'll see how these work out. So we have, what is this? Another army. What exactly did I want to do with these guys? I wanted to fight this, but then I realized that those are the Psyfish and they're bullshit. So I backed off. I sent these guys away for some reason, and that might have been... It's probably the army we actually need. So we're gonna just about face, you know, and pretend like we made the smart decision in the first place, and then we're gonna go after these guys. It'll be great. It's like we didn't make it... Like we planned it all along. And yeah, let's build some more trenchers. I love that noise. It's just so good. And I can get another emergent, so we might as well keep them coming. Also have extra energy, which might get drained, so we're gonna look at some things to rush. Let's see. What's optimization do for us now? +2 energy per colonist. Ooh. Where are we at in terms of colonists? Well, we're like maxing the food. So if like we don't actually have a whole lot of production, to be honest. Right, this is hooked up to... It is hooked up to production setups, so maybe it's not the worst idea in the world to get the assembly line set up and ready to go. So let's do one of these. I don't think it matters where we do it. That's what I was checking. I still have more energy. These guys are waiting on that to finish. I could rush, what is it, the assembly line over here. And these guys really need some food. Yeah, they're starving. They're just... Apparently there's a zombie epidemic. And they're just eating each other. It seems like there's really not a... I think it just makes so much more sense to build a military engineering guild so we can put out these like lower tier units. Do I have any other things I can rush real quick? I can rush this. So we have the science and might as well just keep building more frenzied. Tyrant Gauntlet. Tier 3, repeating 14 strength attack with massive impact, which is pretty big, or 24 research. 24 research does not sound worth. That gauntlet, is that going to be... So I think most of these guys are melee, right? So yeah, that'd be a straight upgrade for this guy. Now we see if the Paragon come in and try to kill me, everything they got. So he is grabbing stuff. There's a Paragon stack. Doesn't look too bad. Let's give him the upgrade. He's got the Tyrant Gauntlet, which gives him decent damage. And over here, what do these guys turn into? reactive shielding, and these guys have anti-armor. Okay. Should actually, like, utterly destroy them with this stack. And I have to fight this at some point. So, we're going to bring this army back before I forget about it. It's can get here in apparently 2 turns. These guys are going to group up with them, so that way they don't die horribly. And we're going to send a little arc over here with everybody, so the arc can buff people, and it'll be great. And these guys are going to be building more units here. We need happiness, so we're going to just buy it. This guy is coming over here. And we're just going to fight this. Oh, we got 2. Oh, but we lose a guy? I don't want to lose people when I'm outnumbering them by more than a factor of 2. It's not great. So, let's see. There's lots of melee there. And the arc is actually really weak to, you guessed it, melee units. So, we're going to have to watch out for that. I'm going to set up shop here. That sound effect, it's never going to end. So this, since these are all melee units, I kind of have to funnel through. So this is a choke point. This Hopper Hound can hold on to this choke point. And the Golem can kind of hold the rear here, basically. Siphoner is just going to get a little energy, so that way he can action and excel someone if need be. And we'll have our support guy pretty much on standby. On this front, you can just kind of run over and chill. Might as well stay together. Why not? And we're going to spread out a little bit. I don't know if they're going to peel. What are they going to do? Well, they have hyper aggression, and they didn't really do a whole lot with their life. Excellent. So what that means is we have atrophic penance. And I think he resisted everything, but that's okay, because they're the Xenoplague, and they're kind of bullshit. So, we have Awful Shot. Might as well just keep fighting this guy. Oh, this guy doesn't have stagger resistance. Yes, he does. Does it give him an extra, yep, 1 level of extra stagger impact. Unfortunate, but we'll be fine. I might as well just shoot this. We missed, but, you know, something could have happened. It didn't, but it could have. And over here, I could run in and vomit on these guys. The vomit's not likely to proc because they're the Xenoplague. So I'm not really certain if I want to give them that opportunity. I'd much rather kind of stack up and, you know, let them spend their action points to come to me, essentially. I can't get any other shots, so we're just gonna wait. Yeah, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to do much other than move up. So we're just gonna end turn, see what they do. Okay. Oh yikes. That was what we call a big yikes. Well, I can heal myself. And I can go and harvest the weak, which will give me more essence and allow me to heal. These guys thankfully aren't in defensive mode, so that means I can shoot them. And it'll be great. So we're going to focus on the guy in the back. That's phenomenal. And can I leap attack? Not very effectively. So if we come over here, I think we eat the stagger. And then we get the essence and finish the job, right? So all that really leaves is this guy. I don't have really a good shot chance. Right, so we're just gonna absorb pain on our guy and turn. So that gives us 2 support units, which is phenomenal. So next turn we'll head out and grab this sector. And I think these guys can move around. I might as well just clear this out. Should be more than enough to take on this. Right? Hopefully. We did it. But our golem almost died. It looks like we got a level. We can have spore feeding. Biological cyborg units heal whenever they kill a unit. That's pretty useful. Let's grab that. And these guys should be able to clear this. Oof. Don't want to fight an extra unit. We've got better melee. All their units are mindless. And they have like what? So they're kind of designed to attack to kill my units. Is this thing even worse? So they're all mindless, which is not great. We could probably fight it. You know what? Let's fight it. We're gonna go in. And we're gonna try and fight the angry cyborgs. Oh, and they're gonna be on fire, because it's even better. So, welcome to Battle Cam, the segment where we ask ourselves why we're still here and why aren't we running away. So, what are we fighting against? Well, we're fighting against stripper robots, and these guys have distracting pheromones, which make you more likely to miss your shot because you're trying to avoid the bouncing man package, tightly bound up in front of you. And then there are these things, the liquidators. They have lots of attacks, but mainly they jump at you with their AoE attack. They have, a melee attack that I guess they apply neural toxin, which can cause other units to be stunned. And they've got a ranged weapon because, it's basically, it's not great. Then there's this fun dude who can just run around and, when you kill him, you actually don't kill him. He gets cloaking, and then he can also, get cloaking and just be a general nuisance. Pretty hard to hit, but, I think cloaking no longer punishes melee. I think all the cloaking buffs you bypass with melee attacks, so we should be able to get in and mess them up. So I think the general plan is that our melee is better than their melee, so I don't have to worry too much about it. And we're going to bring our sniper over here, put him on Overwatch. Our golem. I think we're just going to hang out a little bit. So this guy can guard this entrance for a sniper. And what AoE stuff do they have? I don't think they have any AoE. So we're just going to guard these choke points. The Desolate can be a little bit more aggressive because, it has Resurgence. But I'm not too concerned right now. And we're going to save our... oh, that's not called... We're going to save our Transfer Pain. Kind of react to whatever they do. So we're slightly distracted. Okay. Well, we're going to take the OA here because this unit, if it dies, I'm 100% A-okay with that. Okay, we got a kill. I don't really care about this unit. In fact, the AI kills it. That's excellent. We're gonna go for... This guy basically can just run up here for free, unless I heal this guy, but if I heal him, it doesn't look like I get a Dispel. So, let's see. That's not too big of a deal. I think I'd best be suited if I share pain on this guy. And can I get a shot? I have to run all the way up here to get a shot on that guy. But I think we're gonna do it. You can get a double stagger on him, hopefully. There we go. So we're okay. Okay, so that guy has Resurgence, so I'm not too concerned about him dying. That's actually probably the best possible world. This guy still is stunned from Neurotoxin, which is unfortunate, but I do have this, like, last hit, kill everybody. So we're gonna do this. We didn't kill this guy, unfortunately. We should be able to trade here pretty effectively. He's literally one shot. They're all one shot. But that's fine. And this guy... I think we just move over here for... Do I have to really be this far forward? I can be up here, right? Excellent. Cool. So we're doing great. Now we just have to pressure this guy. I think it's immune to essence attacks because of course it would be. But we should be. Oh man, that's not great. Ah. We're gonna do the self-heal because I don't want him to die out of, you know, just arbitrarily. And our melee unit should just be able to bully him. I don't want this guy to run out in the open because he can do stuff like that. But now I think he's... yeah, so now he has his cloaking buff, but because these guys are melee, we should be okay. I can also try shooting at him to get the clarity and burning on him. I'm going to try to do that. Okay. And then this guy should be able to run over and kill him. And by run over and kill, I mean absolutely not. So now he can teleport, but he still has all these debuffs. So we can pop all of that. That should be the kill. Excellent. And this guy comes back because he has resurgence. Do I want a liquidator? I have tons of energy, and this is a bunch of biochemical attacks, so why not? Does this guy have metamorphosis too? No. Be hilarious if he did, but you know, you never know. Oh, actually, the liquidator could probably just join up with these guys. Where did he go? So I think we regroup, we'll be able to take this. We just got a pretty stonking good energy sector. I want food. I want food badly. It looks like I can expand and grab some food, but you know, it'll be slow because this sector doesn't, this colony doesn't have any of the ruins. So, what do I want to do? I think we go for a brood cluster because that's how we can get more production here. Is, you know, if we build food sector, it'll help us with our production when we're building units. These guys were healing up. I could heal up for one more turn. And over here, I want to take out this sector. Apparently I can't move, so I think we're still waiting on that. This is our main colony. Don't have... well, this was like the overpriced engulfer. I think we want to give them... oh, that's right, I couldn't give them the defender stuff. So, what does this thing need? Probably just acidic and regeneration. %20 accuracy would be nice, but it's probably it's not necessary. So let's start with these engulfers. And we're building up another Devar army. let our operations come back. And we do have enough to get another unit. So we could also focus on Serpians, which are a little bit cheaper. The Shattered Arcs are really nice because they're anti-high tier, which helps us when we're trying to clear out these sites. The Serpian's probably one of our better, also one of the better options. With the buffed Rot Emanation, it's really good at clearing out groups of units. So maybe we try out one of those guys. And I have no way to mod it right now because I am Cosmite poor. Is there anything else I can rush that isn't just going to bankrupt me? Not really. So we got Cosmite Growth Chambers. I think we're going to call it there, folks. We started the war with the Paragon. It's going well for now. That might change and go horribly wrong. And I think the play for grabbing some more sites is going well. I'm kind of at a loss for what our mid game's going to be. We're really Cosmite poor right now, but I think we're going to get, like, what is it? Two more Cosmite sectors, and it's really going to come down to if we can grab and clear out this, because this is another +10. So, the Empire's going, and I'll catch you next time.